So what are these awards we're winning? Champions League Player of the Season was Jenis Rejovic. That's insane. 7 goals, 8 assists in 14 Champions League matches. He was also the young player of the season because he won Champions League Player of the Season at 21. Alphonso Davies. Mudryk has one. Oh, let's go. Mudryk has one. Champions League Goalkeeper of the Season, Gongstead. Defender of the Season, Van de Ven. Midfielder of the Season, Jenis Rejovic. Kieran Tall was third for forward of the season. How did we not win the damn tournament? Yeah, we didn't grow our club's reputation, apparently, by winning the Premier League. Give me a break. Okay. What the hell? Make the most set pieces, play entertaining, play high tempo. This is nuts that they're adding all of this stuff. All right, they're okay with that. We've added attacking, set pieces, and high tempo. Okay. Spend the original transfer budget. Dude, my Tycoon said, spend the money, you piece of... All right. So what was the signing of the season? Casper Gongstead for $14.5 million, and then he broke the clean sheet record in 58 appearances. That's insane. Man is cracked. Who else did we sign? Kieran Tall for 74, obviously. Marky Mark for 85. Luka Jash, Lucius, Colombo for free. Didn't sign that many guys. Look at our Premier League form in the back half of the season, man. Last Premier League loss was January 10th. We only dropped 4 points after that. Just absolutely barbecued everybody. You know, it's a freaking 2-2 draw with Arsenal that we were up 2-0. Super frustrating. We were cooking, man. We were cooking. I was head coach of the year. Fans player of the season, Endrick. Crazy move. Top scorer was Tall with 22 goals. Chikichi had 17 assists. Padding the stats. Crazy. Most assists by a player in a season, 17. Highest fee paid for a player, $130 million for Dominic Pavlak. Gongstead with 29 clean sheets. That is a Tottenham record. And we won the Premier League and Carabao Cup. League champions, which is pretty sick. Oh. Initial estimates indicate the planned work will cost about $118 million to expand the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to like 78,000 seats. That'll be done August 26th. Where are we going to play? One of the stands will be closed during the renovation. Oh, we'll still be able to play there. But the work's going to take 15 months. Oh, sick. Okay, so we're playing in our stadium, but part of it'll be under construction.
So, what's the plan of attack this season?
Right. Plan of attack this season is we're probably going to end up having to sell a few guys. Because I imagine we're going to get some absolute beefcake offers for maybe Seka. I know Kieran Tall had the interest from Liverpool. We'll see how that shakes out. We definitely have a few players that could draw interest from Saudi Arabia, whether that be Inacio, Van de Ven, or Javi Guerra, and we'll obviously have to react accordingly. Outside of that, we're going to look to add under 21 talent. Obviously, that's what we do. So what am I targeting in this window? We want under 21 playmakers because our registration's a little tight. I think in an ideal world, I would unload one of my forward players for just a bucket of money, and then we could go after a real superstar, kind of like Lucius got left out. Okay, Rosales and Velasco, Endrick and Marcelo Enrique are going to Copa America. Lucius somehow almost made the Argentine team. Shout out, though. Great work. We need a star center forward. Yeah, I'd love to get a star center forward, dude. There are options. But I think what's going to happen is our transfer budget right now is sitting at $40 million. So without a giant sale, but the thing is the amount of interest that we received in our players is really, really high. Right? It seemed to be really high. You know, there were a lot of news articles and what have you about teams that were interested in the players that we have and those sorts of things. So once these Euros and Copa America, once the international tournaments this summer kind of end, see, we're getting a bunch of articles like this, more than we usually did. Like in Gonzalo Inacio for $93 million to Al Nassr, I'd take that. right? And then we'd go out and find a more long-term solution at center back because Inacio is very highly paid. He's entering the last year of his contract. He's 30 years old, and he's going to turn 31 in August. That being said, it's time. It's time to go Euros scouting. Woo, baby, let's go. I already have all those guys on my short list. Do we scout youth tournaments too much? Nah. Sick. Albania, definite. Oh my goodness. You seeing what I'm seeing? Because I'm seeing a 16-year-old on this team. Alexandros Kugyas. Holy God, what is that? Alexandros Kugyamso.
Kuyumzoglu. Kuyumzoglu.
Kuyumzoglu. That's easy. Kuyumzoglu. I don't care what the hell. This dude's amazing. He was born in Albania. Obviously, he's working Greek second nationality, which is why I put it into Greek. You think the Albanian one would be able to say it?
Kuyumzoglu. Kuyumzoglu.
Kugyumzoglu. Yeah, it's Kugyumzoglu. Okay. Alex would be fine. Yeah. Wow. 16-year-old Alex Kuyumzoglu, probably the youngest player at the Euros, if I had to guess. Yeah, there's just not like, oh, dude is a quality either-sided wing. Well, I'm in love with every single German in this game. I should just move there. Germany's just developing players that are just different and better than like every other player we come across. It's like, have you seen this German? No, I haven't. Oh, wow. He's even better than the last one. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Boas Vestergaard is here. The Faroese Wonder Kid has joined from Randers. The first ever Faroese Wonder Kid for $6.5 million. Huge start to the transfer window. Hell yeah. We moved up 6. Oh, we are second biggest club in Europe on coefficient behind Real Madrid. Oh, it's painful out here, man. Oh, it's painful. Oh. Competition rankings, obviously. Premier League still number 1. We are now the second biggest club according to the coefficient behind Real Madrid. We're coming for you, Real Madrid. I'm coming for you. I DM them on, oh, nope. Showtime. He's mine. I am not going to be outflanked to Jordi Verheyen. Oh, yes. Shanghai Port just offered $25 million for Colombo. $32 million for Daniel Colombo. Oh, China from the rafters, man. All right, Jordy, how you doing, man? He has less interest in joining Real Madrid. That's what I'm freaking talking about, boys. That's what I'm freaking talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. He's got less interest in joining Real Madrid. Good. Didn't immediately reject. We love that. That's a solid financial package and a 5-year deal and a very accessible release clause. We'd be swapping Colombo out for Jordi Verheyen and making money on that deal. Small reputation boost. We love to see that. Still not a full 5-star club. We hate to see that. That's absurd. Only 2 Premier League clubs that are full 5-star, Arsenal and Manchester City right now. We are ahead of Liverpool. We are ahead of Man U. We've now just gotten ahead of Juventus, Dortmund, Leipzig, Atalanta. Villa's ahead of Chelsea now, so that's cool. Chelsea's sailing down. I really would like to have been a 5-star club. That only a few of those in the world to bully our way up. But we have not made it. Not even with 2 trophies over the past season, we did not make it. That is interesting. That is very interesting. $85 million for Marcelo Enrique. Look, I like Marcelo Enrique, but that is really interesting. Don't be greedy. Oh, I will be. And I'll get $93 million for Marcelo Enrique out of it. Nearly $100 million for Marcelo Enrique. When we have other defensive midfielders that are just queuing up to take that spot in our team, that is tremendous transfer tomfoolery that's going to open a few doors for us now. So get us in. That's $9 million for a guy that will join on August 25th. And then we will look to find him a loan before the end of the transfer window. He's a long-term investment. What we've known about Shea Geddes since he was 16. He's a very skilled defensive midfielder. Tottenham have been invited to play several preseason matches in Germany due to their high popularity in the country. Okay. Am I popular in Madrid also? I don't know, but apparently I've never had this message before, but apparently due to our high popularity in Germany, which makes sense. I mean, we have four German national team players. So we play Stuttgart, via Wiesbaden, and Meppen. Yeah, it's fine. And this huge deal. Literally signed this guy for free last year and selling him for $32 million to China. Time to learn Chinese, buddy. He's headed to Shanghai port for $32 million. Unbelievable stonks there. Fair play regulations. Right. We are currently profitable $1.7 billion in the 3-year period. So our club is, we have a balance of $731 million. Can I please have more transfer budget, man? Our balance is $731 million. That's the highest I've ever had. Please, brother. I'm also about to do a transfer for $93 million that's going to make us the money too. Oh, please, brother, please. Alex Kogumzoglu. He is a very good 16-year-old. I mean, that's target acquired indefinitely. We're keeping an eye on Albanian Alex Kogumzoglu. I got it. Did you freaking hear that? I said it without stumbling at all. That was so cool. I feel so empowered. It kind of flows off the tongue once you get it. Kogumzoglu. Okay, Ikshan Bagus. Oh, wait a second. This guy was on my Knock Breda team. That's why I freaking recognize his name. Knock Breda sold him for $3.9 million to Antwerp. This dude was a youth player at... I freaking forgot about that. The name had kept ringing bells for me, and I was like, I don't know why. He's on Bayern Munich. He's got 8 appearances for Bayern Munich over the last 2 years as like a fringe player. I used to coach Ikshan Bagus. Yeah, I think so. Now, Doeg, we could have a conversation. So Juventus wants to defer all their payments to later. Laws wants to drop $44 million right now. I'd be willing to look at like 65. Oh my God, Laws, I love you. 30-year-old backup left back being paid over $11 million per season for $65 million to Laws. They are absolutely loaded with their whole sugar daddy thing. I am going to try and convince them to go. You're not convinced by them, but we received a bid for Lawns, and given your contract's expiring, I'm asking you to consider joining them so we can get a fee for you. It could make my next move more personally lucrative if I let my contract expire. All right, I'm going to back down. He's still willing to talk to them, so we'll do that. My goodness, $65 million for Josh Doeg. I never in a million years thought we would get that. That's 50. No, screw you. You guys are not giving me any money up front. Inter, you want to negotiate? How about you negotiate honestly? Oh my goodness, are we going to get it out of Inter? He's interested in speaking to Inter. Oh my God. Oh, this transfer window is going very well. It's going very well. We're going to accept the offer, or we're going to reject the Real Madrid offer. Laws and Inter, $65 million for Josh Doeg. I can't believe we're getting that. I like Josh. I've liked Josh the entire time he's been on my team, but his contract runs out at the end of next season. He's 30 years old, and he's not a homegrown player. Yeah, that is crazy that we're going to be able to get that. That is insane. Laws, I love you, dude. Laws, I love you. You moneybag piece of work. They finished 5th, and they're like, yo, you know what? We're going to spend an insane amount of money. We just made a mammoth monster sale. Marcelo Enrique on the move to Laws for $93 million. And we got Verheyen. Jordi Verheyen's agreed to a deal to join for $27.5 million. Oh, we have $819 million in the balance of the club right now. That's a thing. So that's cool. All right. So what we are sure is that we want Jordi Verheyen, right? This guy is 18 years old. He's going to turn 19 in September. He's already in the Belgian national team. He's got a great mentality. He plays the game well. Natural winger on the right side, which is something we have not had until now. So he gives us a different look as well in the short term. Tons of first team experience with Antwerp, and everybody seems to agree that his potential is at least fairly legit. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes to this deal now. That is the third under 21 foreign player we are signing in this transfer window, and we still have over $100 million in our transfer budget. That brings us to Calvin. The incredibly talented right wing, left wing striker thruple combo that I have long liked. I have long liked Calvin. I personally would love to sell Endrick, but I don't think he'd be interested in that. We'd need a team to show up and try to unsettle him. I don't know if that team exists. If we sold Endrick, then we'd have Calvin and Kazu Kanda, and I'd be really happy with that pairing. I am going to delay that transfer. We are going to delay it twice and see how things shape up as we move on in life. Verheyen can also play in the center of the park. He actually has the intelligence to do that, which is kind of wild. All right, so Endrick would not react horribly. He'd prefer to stay at Tottenham, but he'd be open to speaking with other clubs. I'm going to briefly explore. Okay, why would they lie to me like that? Why on earth would he lie to me like that? I'll go take him off right now. And the issue is gone. And Garrett talks him out of the problem. And it was a mistake. I don't even have an option to acquiesce? What? We might have glitched it out by going and taking him off already. Well, now he might not react well. Yeah, I freaking noticed that. Thanks. Why do I not have the option to just be like, bro, I'm sorry? If it helps, it's your fault. I don't agree with that. The game told me it would be fine, and normally when it does that, it is fine. So I don't agree with that assessment at all. I'm only testing the waters. I'm not trying to force you out. I have no intention of letting you go. Okay, so eventually I was able to back down. Unhappy to be transfer listed. I mean, you're not transfer listed. Can we... I already took you off the transfer list. I just was thinking I had the opportunity to do a little exploring. See you later, Jokic. Oh my goodness, Barcelona just made an offer for Endrick. Stop it right now. It is not 200 million. Barcelona step up chase for Endrick in an offer they believe could be in the region of 140 million. Newcastle are expected to offer potentially 245 million for Endrick. That's 133 up front with a potential for it to rise to 183 after he plays 50 league matches. Ah, it's close. It's close. It's close. It's close. Would he be interested even? His preferred destination is Nice. Nice. What do you guys think? It's 133 million guaranteed payout for Endrick. It feels a little low. Obviously, the really delayed payout of 2 seasons of waiting for him to hit the after league appearance, $50 million. What do you think? Because, look, Endrick's been great, obviously, since we brought him from Real Madrid. He was $85 million. He came in, energized the team. Just a well-rounded, star plug-and-play winger. Yeah, the 50 games wait is tough. And then obviously if he gets injured or if they move him before 50 games, then you just don't get that $50 million. He was one of the first guys we got. We got him in January, right when we got to Tottenham. He's been with us the entire time. We'd be handing the reins to Kazu Kanda. And in 5 years, I believe Kazu Kanda would be, at that level or better. But he needs too much. Kazu Kanda starting for almost every team in the world. A very good player. I mean, look how similar they are in so many aspects of their game. Yeah, I know. I wanted to free up some playing time for all the talented wingers that we have, but you want to do it. Like, the reason I was putting him on the transfer list is I'm like, if I can get 150 million just beamed right into my transfer budget, we're going to be able to sign another devastatingly good player, and I think we'll gain more than we lose, but that because that's the type of money where you can just arm up and go after one of the best young players in the world, whether it be Lorich, whatever Lorich's name is. It's the fact that they've tied up $50 million in the after league appearances. That's what kills me here. So under $33 million is a very good offer for a guy who's just starting to stride into his prime as a player. Yeah, I'm going to reject it. He's not on the transfer list also, so I don't understand what the issue is. They'll need to meet our valuation. Look, it's Newcastle. Newcastle could give me over 200 million. I know they could. They were just rumored around 245 million for him. That's an amount of money that you take for anyone. Okay, pretty short recruitment meeting. So we do have a decision to make tomorrow. That decision's name is Calvin. $22.5 million release clause. Let's go ahead and compare him to old George Shikichi, who's the guy that basically does this job on our team. Obviously, Hammer is better. Yeah, we know. We paid $100 million for him. Question is how much better, and does that make Calvin a very worthy guy to bring in? Why not? Because his wage is massive. Calvin is not an easy guy to move because he wants to get paid $12 million a year. That's literally more than Jarell Hatta would be getting paid. He's somebody with a lot of faith in himself. That is for sure. This is tough, man. My brain hurts. We don't have to worry about UCL registration. He wants Impact sub. I would, I've got registration in mind is fine. He doesn't need to be registered for the Premier League, and he wouldn't be registered for the Champions League. We have a lot of regular starters on this team. Could move Rosales, just move around at center back. But that, you know what? I'm going to leave that decision onto the weekend, dude.